Right, Newcastle. Got to talk Newcastle because it's ended up being a good point. Was it a good point? Was it a good result? Let us know. 03 717 2233 44. Let's go to Sam, who's a Newcastle fan. Sam, good evening.
Right, Sam.
Hi, lads, you alright?
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
Sam.
What did you make of it tonight?
I think in the manner in which it happened, I think it's a good point. It's a bad result in terms of I think we're going to get relegated. But given that we were down to 10 men after 10 minutes, I mean, I'd have taken a point if you told us it was going to end that way. But I mean, the goal from Pookie was just ridiculous, to be honest. I can't really fault that.
Yeah, it was a very good goal.
I mean, yeah, it was a good goal, but a point to point, it's not enough. And I think once you accept relegation, it kind of gets a little bit easier. If
Sam, I raise a point, and I don't know if you agree with me on this, and I'd like to know. I actually think getting relegated for Newcastle isn't the worst thing that can happen to you, because it gives you a chance to reset, gives you a chance to go into the Championship, get a winning mentality. You've got Eddie Howe as your manager, who is probably one of the best managers to get you out of that division, and then you can kind of storm it, reset the club,
recollaborate,
and then come back into the Premier League with a different mindset.
Yeah, I'd agree. I mean, we're still playing now with players that we had in the Championship 5-6 years ago, and I think there's a lot of dead wood in that squad. Kieran Clark in particular should have been shifted 2 years ago. Really, he gave away a penalty in the last game, and then he's got sent off in the first 10 minutes. I mean, we're not playing with a fully Premier League team, so I do agree. I think relegation wouldn't be the end of the world, and I think we've definitely got the financial backing to come back up, hopefully within a season or two. And I mean, look at teams that have come up as well. I mean, Brentford this season have looked good. Leeds last season looked good as well. And I mean, with that sort of backing and that sort of team we can build, I don't think relegation would be the end of the world.
You don't want to get relegated, Sam. You don't.
Well,
you don't want to get relegated.
But let's be realistic of where they are. They've got 7 points.
But you can't say it's a good thing. It's not a good thing. It's a bad thing to get relegated. It's not good. Then you start trying to pick the bones out of a bad situation, and then you can say, yeah, with Bill Bermuda. Forget that. You're still in with a puncher's chance of staying up this season. You got the transfer window. Tonight's a bad result, but I would not be writing this season off just yet. Football. We've seen it before. Look at Norwich, right? Norwich have actually started to turn their season around, and it's happened in a blink of an eye. You get one result. You should have won tonight. I don't care whether you're against 10 men. You should be winning that game at 1-0 against Norwich. You should be taking 3 points. There's a little bit to build on, but I wouldn't be writing off just yet. There's still too much of a fight on here.
Sam?
Yeah. I mean that's fair. That's fair. And I think as well, Newcastle tend to have a trend of taking a couple of scalps towards the back end of the season. I mean, we've got a point away at Liverpool last year. We've often taken 3 points off Spurs on random occasions. So I think there's possibly opportunity. And as I say, I think I haven't looked at the table since Leeds won there, but I think we're 6 or 7 clear. And that's a couple of weeks of wins, and suddenly you're looking at 1 or 2 points going into January, and then it can change again.
Mm-hmm. Sam, here's one for you, though. The last 5 games for Newcastle.
Oh, I don't like the sound of this at all.
5 games
you're saying this with a smile. Why are you smiling?
Well, because I'm saying they've got 7 points.
Why
right?
are you grinning?
So normally you say, if we can end the season well, we've got a chance.
So
give us a chance going into the last 5 games.
Why are you grinning?
Liverpool, Man City,
you horrible man.
Arsenal,
you are,
and then Burnley away on the last day of the season.
That's 4. I thought you said 5.
And then they got Norwich again.
Well,
Norwich on the 23rd of April. But after that, Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, Burnley. That's your last 4 games.
Horrible man, you.
man.
Why have you done that?
Because I can't see him getting a point.
But why have you done that to Sam? He's just completely kicked all the hope out of him. Haven't you? Sam, sorry about that, mate.
Sam, get ready for the Championship. You're going to be playing Barnsley next season.
God, Barnsley will be down, I think.
Oh, great.
Joe Linton and Mbappe playing against Barnsley on a Tuesday night. Sam, thanks for your call. Let's go to Brad, who's a Leeds fan.
Let me just play. Sorry, Jay. Let me just play. Richard Watchorn has tweeted me.
Who?
Luther Blissett. Richard Watchorn, isn't it?
Yeah.
Horny. He's phoned him. Luther Blissett scored a hat-trick against Luxembourg. England beat 9 in 1984. That was the game I was at. Well done. Thank you, Richard.
What was his name?
Watchorn.
Watchhorn. That's a great name, isn't it?
Imagine, I think it was H. Can you imagine?
Instantly,
be very different, couldn't it?
Instantly, when you walk into a dressing room, first day, what's his name?
Oh, Nate! He's getting older again.
Let's go to Brad, who is a Leeds fan. A big result, Brad. You must be
Brad.
be very happy with that.
Yeah, definitely on my way home from game tonight. I think, to be honest with you, we dominated game. I think we've not been as bad as everyone thinks we've been. We've been dominated with injury after injury, and we've been unlucky to have as many injuries as we have.
Yeah, you have.
The three worst teams in that league than us. Leeds are staying up.
Name the three teams.
In that league.
Name the three teams that are worse than Leeds.
Well, Norwich and Newcastle have played tonight. They're two of them.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, go on, name one more. Go on, name one more.
Who else worse than us, Dad, in that league?
Watford.
There's quite a few. Burnley.
We've got Watford, Burnley. The Leeds aren't going down. We've got plenty of teams that are worse than us in that league.
Yeah,
we're staying up.
They're not going down.
Brad,
yeah.
Brad, let me ask you a question. You might not have heard this because at the top of the show. Last season, whatever you thought of Leeds as a neutral, you'd always come away from a game almost knackered just watching it because of the energy and the way the game went. It ebbed and flowed. They're a bit dull this season, Leeds. They don't have that same energy, that same attacking.
They've got injuries, Jason.
No, but you can still have a style of play. They're just a little bit dull. No? Right.
Is as much as Leeds fans are absolutely amazing, we're our worst enemies because it's hard to play in front of such a good crowd.
Right.
Like as soon as you have a bad 5 minutes, the crowd's on the back of you, and it's so hard to play in front of.
Yeah.
But when it's buzzing, it's buzzing. You saw it against I think it was Watford themselves. As soon as we picked up the crowd, next minute we scored. It's like it's hard to play in front of an Ellen Road crowd. Even as a home team, it's just it's one of them, innit? But we will not go down. We'll stay up, and then Bielsa will stay, and we'll do even better next season.
All right, Brad, thanks for your call.
Brad.
Keep them coming in. 03717 22 33 44. This is the Sports Bar on talkSPORT with BetBall. Find your bet mates on BetBall and never bet alone. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.